create, a profit pooling presentation immediately, right off the bat, just knowing this. And don't, because your PowerPoint presentation is your headline, your subheads, your bullets, okay, don't put any other craps in there, okay? Don't put too much text in there. It's not necessary. The text needs to be coming out of your mouth, okay? The only text that you should have are your headlines, your subheads, your bullets. All right. So you take the same format as the sales letter, okay? You first, you want to have a hook, okay? What is the hook of why they should stay on to listen to this entire call? Why they should listen to you, and not watching whatever TV show that's going on. Okay, not watching David Letterman. Why are they listening to you? So you got to have a really, really strong hook. My hook, and I change this from time to time because I test these things. My hook used to be the fastest way to get you paid in real estate. And then I changed it because it wasn't specific enough. It's a good tagline. It's not specific enough. So I start using how to find and flip a house in just 7 days. Okay, how to find and flip a house in just 7 days. I've also used to test how to make $3,000 in 30 days or less guaranteed, or how to make $9,000 in 90 days or less guaranteed. Okay, so you use those hooks. It's a headline, and it's like a headline for your sales letter to grab their attention, to hook them into reading your sales letter. Well, this title of your presentation is to hook them in to listen to what you have to say. And so you have your hook, you have your headlines, your subhead, your story, the enemy. I'll explain all of this in just a second. The content, okay, the social proof, the irresistible offer, the call to action, how you're going to do your first trial close, your bonuses, your outrageous guarantee, your final call to action. So I'm going to go through each one of those bullets I just shared with you. So as I said, you need to name the title of your PowerPoint presentation, and maybe what I should do is open up my PowerPoint presentation so that way you can see what I'm talking about as I'm doing it.
Yeah, print it.
Hold on.
Somebody can hear me.
Hello?
Hello? Somebody's talking? Okay. Here is my PowerPoint presentation, and as you can see, right, here's my headline for them. Okay, here's the hook that I capture them in. This is the title slide of my PowerPoint presentation. You're about to discover how to find and flip a house in just 7 days using flex options. And I added using flex option in recently is because now nobody knows what the heck a flex option is, okay? Because it's something I made up. It's a term that I made up. And so it doesn't exist out there. And so I'm using that to gain their curiosity. Gain their curiosity. And so to hook them in. So you want to, your title slides needs to have these things. And even this, see, Tim Mice proven. Okay, the word proven is a very strong word. It lets them know that this is something that's tested. Okay, this is something that's proven. It's not just some new thing that's not working. Okay, and so you want to you want to make sure your slide has those things. Oh, what happened? All right, so there you go, the headline, the proven, and you want to pre-sell them from the very, very beginning. See, you don't want to make the mistakes like some speakers do where they present the presentation in a way where they make the customers think like they're just teaching. And then in the end, they surprise them with the sales pitch, and close. You don't want to do that. You want from very upfront. You see, as you saw my PowerPoint, where right up front I'm telling them, okay, what I'm teaching them is my cash-on-demand real estate system. Okay, so they know there's a system that I'm sharing with them about, and and this system. Okay, there you go. And so you want to constantly refer back to your system, so you let them know. Now, what's going to happen, no doubt, is that you're going to get some people you're going to lose them in the beginning because they know that you're going to sell them on something. That's fine. Those people are never your customers anyways, okay? They're never your customers. So the ones that knows that you have a system that you're trying to sell and they're staying on to listen, they will buy, okay? They will buy like crazy. So it's okay. All right. And in your opening, thank them, congratulate them, okay? Well, hi everybody. Thank you so much for being on the call. I want to thank you and congratulate you for taking your time to be on this call. I know your time is very valuable, so I'm going to teach you and show you a powerful, proven, my powerful, proven cash-on-demand real estate system. Okay, now. And so you want to thank them and congratulate them. Let them know they did the right thing to be on the call with you. And involve them immediately. Involve them, as soon as you can, and involve them every 6 to 90 seconds, okay? Especially during your first, the first third of your presentation before you get into your content. Involve them as much as you can. So like the way, once I thank them and congratulate them, I then immediately say, how many of you want to make some quick, easy money right now? Not slow money. I'm talking about quick money. All right, all of you. Awesome. You see how I involve them right away, and I make them commit to the process. I make them say, yeah, I want to make some quick, easy money. You see, I get them to commit, and that's the law of commitment and consistency, okay? Because if you can get them to commit little by little throughout my presentation, I get them to commit on more and more things. And I tell them how easy it is. In my opening, I tell them what you're going to, the powerful system that you're learning tonight, folks, okay, will allow you to do this and this and this. You'll be able to make money very fast, very, very easily, very consistently. Oh, that's another thing I forgot to mention. There's the difference between what the male audience are going to buy into and what the female audience buying triggers are. You see, us men, we want things quick. We want quick cash. Okay, that's our motivation. We want quick cash. The ladies on the other hand, that's not what they want. They want security. Okay, they want to know that this is not only it's easy, that they can do it, that their husband can do it, but that it pays them consistently. Okay, they're looking for that security. And so you want to tell them that. And I tell them, folks, okay, using my system is how you'll be able to make, you'll be able to make, you'll be able to make $9,000 fast, easily, and consistently every single month. A lot of my students, make $5,000, $9,000, $10,000, $15,000, $30,000 every single month, and some of them even make it every single week. And in just a little bit, I'm going to show you video success stories of people who are doing this. So, I'm constantly involving them, okay, and getting them committed. Your story, okay. By the way, I'm not sure if you realize, but each one of these slides that I'm taking you through, it's the order of your PowerPoint presentation layout. Okay, so I'm not just going through them for the sake of going through them, but this is the actual order. So everything from the title to your opening to your story. Okay, it's in this order. So make sure you keep that in mind. You have 3 minutes to get them to like you and love you. Okay, to get them to like you and love you. And if you don't win them in this 3 minutes, you're losing the game. You're losing 80% of the game. So it's so important that you have your story crafted very, very well. I mean, rehearse it, practice it. Practice it with your dogs, your cat, your wife, your kids. I don't care. Practice it over and over and over. If you have a rags to riches story, it's awesome. I'm sure all of you have heard my story already. Okay, it's an awesome story. If you're like a fireman or like a policeman, I mean some type of heroic, type of job or duties, it's great. The woman loves that because we're all looking forward to this hero. Okay, and that's actually using the law of authority too. If you're a if you're a hero in life, and so use that to your advantage. Okay, use that to your advantage. Or if you have a story about how you were just frustrated, how you were sick and tired of whatever. Let's say you're sick and tired of the industry, you're sick and tired of your old life or whatever it is, and that caused you to go out and do all of these research and do all of these work and become successful. Now you're back to share with them. That's also great too because it ties in with them very well. You see, because most of these people, they are frustrated with their lives. They are frustrated with the debts that they have, whatever situation they have. They are frustrated with that, and so with you showing frustration, that's okay too. Now, you have to be really careful doing this 3 minutes, because in this 3 minutes, what you're doing is you're bringing their pain down, okay? And for example, like in my story, okay, and I'll tell you my story really quickly again, so that way you have a better understanding for what I'm talking about. And so I tell them, folks, imagine you were only 11 years old, and you were forced to leave your family. You were taken away from your family for the very first time. Because well, before this I kind of messed up. Let me go back. Let me do this again, folks. My brother and I escaped out of Vietnam when I was only 11 years old. And the reason why we had to escape out of Vietnam is because after the war ended in 1975, the communist government took over, and you can't just leave Vietnam. You have to escape out. If they catch you, they would put you in jail. I remember, being in jail when I was only 6 years old. My entire family were put in jail. But folks, my parents had a dream for us, had a dream for all of their kids to be able to come to America, the land of opportunity, get well educated, and find a good job. Isn't that what all of our parents wanted for us? Exactly. So, folks, imagine this. Imagine you were only 11 years old, and you're being forced to leave your family, forced to leave your parents, okay, so that way you can escape poverty. You can escape the communist government, and you can imagine this. Imagine how fine of a time it was for me, to leave my parents for the very first time, and night after night, we had to crawl through mud just to get closer and closer to the port, and scared to death about being caught by the communist government. And so after nights and nights of crawling through the mud, we finally got on this little fishing boat. And let me show y'all the picture that I use when I tell this story. See, I have fun with them. I talked about like Homer Simpson. Well, let me just not lose the flow here. But so I show them this picture. I say, for those of you who are online, you can see this picture, and for those of you who not you can't see this picture, just imagine this with me. So after nights and nights of crawling through the mud, you finally got on this little fishing boat, this little 24-foot fishing boat, and there are 37 of you. Imagine that, folks. You can picture how tight it was. You have to either stand or sit all the time. You can't even lay down. And we floated out at sea for 7 days and 6 nights. We floated out, floated out at sea at this shark-infested water for 7 days and 6 nights. And on the 5th day, we got hijacked by 5 pirate boats. Folks, when that happened, I was so scared. I asked my brother, what's going to happen to us? What are we going to do? We've heard so many horror stories about how when pirates hijack your boat, they would rape the woman and throw the man off the boat. What's going to happen to us? And they came over to our boat, and they